Hi, I'm an old guy and I do maths, and today we're looking at straight line depreciation, also called flat rate. And the amount of depreciation is usually expressed either as a dollar term or a percentage of the purchase price of an asset. Now, an example of the first is an asset costing $1,000 depreciates at $100 per annum. So every year, the value of this asset is written down by $100. So after the first year, it's $900. After the second year, it's $800. After the third year, it's $700, and so forth and so on. And the cost of the asset is usually referred to as the purchase price or the historical cost. If we know the what we think the end value of this is going to be, we call that the scrap value. And the depreciation is the difference between those two numbers. Okay, second example, which is this one, the percentage. An asset costing $1,000 depreciates at a rate of 10% of the historical cost per annum. So while this was 1,000 minus 100, 900 minus 100, etc. This one, what we have to do first of all is we have to work out what 10% of the historical cost was. And that is pretty easy. It's 1,000 times 10%, which equals $100. Now, once we have that number, this begins to work exactly like this when we are dealing with flat rate or straight line depreciation. So, let's take an example. We'll say that we have bought something for $1,000, and that is the historical cost. This thing is going to have what we call an end value or a scrap value of $100. So, scrap value. Now that is our estimate of what this will be worth when we've finished using this asset, whatever it is. And the depreciation is the amount of money that is written off the cost of this over the time that it takes to reach this value. Now, if we decide that the depreciation will be $100 per annum, then we can map out what the depreciation of this will look like. It can be written as an equation. So the depreciation equals $100 per annum. Historical cost is $1,000, and scrap value is $100. Okay, so you can write this as you would write a linear equation, because the depreciation in this case is linear, it's straight line or flat rate. So we'll say that the value of this object is equal to $1,000 minus $100 times t, or however you want to quantify the number of years. Okay, so let's just say that after we want to know what the value of this thing will be after 2 years. Right, so let's go. Value is equal to $1,000 minus 100 times 2, which equals $800. So the book value, or the expressed value of this asset, which cost $1,000, after 2 years of depreciation is going to equal $800, which means that we've had $200 of depreciation. Now, there are other ways in which the problems can be put to you. And so one of the things that I'm going to make sure of is that there are videos on this channel dealing with specific examples of depreciation, both, straight line, reducing balance, and unit cost. If you're just getting into this, the way to get your head around this best is probably to have a look at the video on what depreciation is, and it gives you a basic outline of the 3 types, and then go to videos on each of these 3 types. So I hope this was useful, and I will see you next time. Thank you for watching.